I had seen this in pictures and comics, but something was missing. Maybe it wasn't what I thought it was. Sam? Leave me alone. Vikings had warships with oars and sails, right? Yeah. And Vikings had shields and axes and swords, right? Yeah. And Vikings had helmets with horns, right? No, said Sam. That is a common misconception. And it's also not true that Vikings were just bloodthirsty raiders. They were excellent shipbuilders, clever traders, and brave explorers. Sam looked up at me and Fred. Hey, wait a minute. Why are you so interested in Vikings? Fred pointed behind Sam to the warship, full of guys with shields and axes and swords, headed toward us. I don't see any helmets with horns. Maybe they're just well-armed explorers and traders, I said. Sam turned around. Vikings! He screamed. Sam jumped up. Sam spun around in circles. Sam screamed some more. And then he really lost it. Vikings! Yelled Sam. And I guessed they were. And I guessed they didn't wear horns on their helmets. And I guessed we were about to find out if they were brave explorers or bloodthirsty raiders. Chapter 2. But before we get Vikinged all over the beach, I'd like to explain exactly what happened. Then you tell me how 3 regular guys from Brooklyn ended up face to face with a boatload of Vikings from 1,000 years ago. It all started at Fred's house. Sam and I were hanging out with Fred. We were playing his older brother's game, NFL Smash. It's a pretty good game. You can make your own football team, smash tackle guys, do victory dances in the end zone. We only got to play because Fred's brother wasn't home. Fred said if his brother caught us, he would NFL Smash us. Sam and Fred played the first game, while I kept a lookout for Fred's brother. Sam ran his quarterback around the left side. He faked a handoff, then heaved a bomb. It looked like his receiver was there for an easy grab. But Fred's defender tackled the guy with a giant boom, just as the ball landed. Fumble. The crowd went wild. Fred's man scooped up the loose ball and ran it all the way into the end zone. Touchdown! Yelled Fred. He jumped up and did the same goofy dance as his guy on the screen. Your team is so ugly, they have to sneak up on their mirror. Oh, yeah? Said Sam. Your team is so dumb, they went to the library for a book of matches. Your teams are both so lame, I added. They dialed information to get the number for 911. And that's pretty much how the afternoon went. So how did we get from trash talking and NFL game playing to time traveling and real live Vikings? Good question. It's also a little embarrassing. The short answer is a book. The long answer is the book. A dark blue book with strange silver writing and symbols on it that my Uncle Joe gave me for my birthday. You should probably also know that my Uncle Joe is a magician, and that this particular book is a magic book. Don't ask me how, but this book can warp time and space. The embarrassing part is that the book has warped Fred and Sam and me all over time and space, and we still don't know how it works. Sometimes we see a picture. Sometimes all it takes is a word. The next thing you know, green time-traveling mist leaks out of the book, and we're thousands of years back in the Stone Age, or 100 years forward in the future. The one thing we do know is that the only way...